Hi, you guys. Okay, Insecure Season 5, Episode 3 Pressure. Okay. This is a Lawrence episode, and Lawrence is such a bore to me. Unless he's with Issa, I truly don't care what's going on with him. But I am interested into knowing what happened between him and Cadola and this baby. After Easter ended things with Lawrence, he moves to San Francisco, and there he's thriving at his job, and he's on a date, and the chemistry seemed kind of awkward. Anyway, while on a date, he gets the text saying that the baby has been born, and so he says it out loud, and his date is like, "Can you imagine? No, bitch, he for real." Lawrence books a flight to LA, rushes to the hospital, and go see his baby boy. Canola has her mother and sister there when Lawrence walk in, so everyone is like, Harpo, who this? Condolences says, oh, hey Lawrence. And Kyra, her sister, was like, oh, that's why he got that face like that, talking about the baby. Meet baby Elijah Mustafa. He is so cute and precious. And he's named after his great grandfather, whom kinda invented the first razor phone, but he made it too sharp. Lawrence is like Mustafa. Oh, alright, that's nice. Lawrence holds his baby in his arms and he is in love. Lawrence is staying at Chad's house while he's in LA, and now Lawrence gets a vent. Lawrence said she think that she's doing me a big favor by giving him my last name. So Chad said, Walker is a good last name. Who don't want their child to walk? Lawrence is kind of upset about the baby's name. He said that they discussed baby names, but they never made anything official. Chad asks if Lawrence was going to be there for the circumcision, telling him that he need to make sure they don't cut off too much. Sir, that's not how it works. You're not in the room with the surgeon as he's clipping the baby's skin off. But okay. Lawrence tells Chad that he feels blessed and everything, but he's kind of bothered that he found out through a text. He feels like Canolas Family was looking at him like he's a deadbeat and he should be with his baby right now. This isn't what he planned for his first kid. Chad is like, calm down, deadbeat. How? The baby just came out the poom poom. He tells Lawrence, look, everyone has a plan until they get punched, boxed back. Lawrence said, I already told her that I'm coming to the next appointment. She's not going to be leaving me out of shit else. It's baby well checkup day, and the pediatrician said that the baby weight went down a bit, and he asked his condolence, did she how's she doing with breastfeeding? Canola Oil is concerned about the baby's weight loss, and she tells the doctor that she's been working with a lactating coach. Lawrence is now concerned because of the feeding. He's asking her, is it normal? Is it a problem with the feeding? What's going on? Canola said, look, I got this. Everything is fine because look, she's been a week in already. This is her baby feeding. She knows what she has to do. This is how her baby eats. So she's on top of it already. As they were leaving the doctor's office, Lawrence asked Condolence, can she change the baby doctor's appointment so he can make it down? And Condolence is like, look, no. From our schedule, this is the only day that we can do it. She's not going to change the schedule. So he's like, cool. Well, what about the baptism? You know, my mother wanted him to be baptized. Well, she said his soul gonna burn now. Canola was already on it. She said that she planned on taking him to get baptized at a church that her family frequent to. Lawrence felt left out of that, and Condolence is like, look, I was going to have Kyra send you an invite. Lawrence asks her, so this is how it's going to be with you? You're just making the schedules? Canola said, oh, like I always been doing? The day that baby roll out your poom poom, life changes for a mother drastically and at that moment. As a mom, you roll with the punches as they come because shit just has to get done. Primarily when Condola is making appointments and decisions. She may not have the split second to consult and run and call Lawrence, who is hours away. And Lawrence, so where the fuck was you? My thing is, if a bitch is pregnant for 9 months, Lawrence, you're very intelligent. You have a degree. You know how to calculate a due date or a roundabout. How the fuck didn't you know she was close to delivering? You didn't have a plan for that. You didn't check up on her. You didn't call her. Why didn't you take your paternity leave? You know, men get paternity leave. Not as many days off as a woman, but he could have took a week or two off. So I'm not even mad at Condolence for not reaching out. With all of these things, Lawrence still has the right to be involved in his kid upbringing. He told Condola that he plans on making weekly trips to visit, and she seemed kind of surprised, but she's like, okay. Lawrence is now back in San Francisco. He done brought a crib and he put it up, and you know that baby will not be occupying that crib. Canola oil will not have it. It's now baby Eli baptism. The preacher talking about before I bless the food. Child, did you see that damn casserole? Who the hell in 2021 still eats casserole? Anyways, Lawrence, Condola, and baby Eli took a beautiful family photo. Lawrence's mom feels like Lawrence gave up on his baby soul because the pastor didn't dip the baby fully. He just put a across his forehead and blessed the baby. In Lawrence's mother mind, this is improper. That was an improper baptism. Later on, Lawrence brought up a suggestion for the coming holiday that maybe the baby could stay with him for a week. Canola said, a week? That feels like a year. Lawrence said, no, it's actually just a week. My parents want to spend some time with him. You know, my dad want to teach him how to swim. So Lawrence's uncle was there, and he was like, just toss him in the deep end. That's all you can tell. Sir, no. Condola tells him, we'll discuss it, clearly brushing him off, right? Okay, now Lawrence is back in San Francisco. He's putting the trimmings on the crib. That's just a prop, really, because he's not going to be able to bring that baby over there. The constant traveling back and forth is wearing on him. He texts Condola and he lets her know that he won't be coming down. So Kara comes in and she has the baby on the crib walk. It's so darn cute. And she noticed the look of disappointment on her sister's face. And she says, what's wrong with you? And she's like, Ashley Larry strikes again. I do think that they are a little hard on Lawrence, considering the fact that he's trying. He could do more, but Condola won't allow him to. Kyra and Condola made plans to go to a spa. Kyra tells Condola that nigga just pops in and leave. He's not a father, he's an uncle. And if I was you, I would have been went the fuck off. Kyra decided to stay home with baby Eli, and she let Condolence go get her a massage because as a mother, a full-time mother that's doing all the work, he deserves some me time. Consuela texts Lawrence to ask him if they can go to Tiffanys' baby birthday party together. Lawrence asks her, you mean with Ja? The fuck? Yes, Lawrence. You are not all that nigga. Like, who the fuck he think he is? The most you are is a good fuck. No one wants your duh ass. You are a bore. Simone's birthday party could have been a scheme that Todd set up to come at us with the bullshit. Cause first of all, why is Tiffany even talking to Consuela? Issa is your friend first. That's just real phony to me. I don't care. Peppa Pig with a hard R is Kelly's cousin, and he don't give a fuck about staying in character. He's on the phone, he's smoking, getting high as a motherfucker. Just a mess, okay? Lawrence is catching up with everybody. He's talking to Kelly. He asks her, how's everyone doing? Kelly said, everyone I know is thriving in abundance, limitlessly. Yes, Kelly, come through for your friend. At the party, Lawrence gives baby Eli a taste of solid foods, and Condolence flip the fuck out, okay? She said, "You don't know if he's allergic." Lawrence said, "Well, the doctor said at 4 months we can introduce solids. I gave him a little bit. Nothing happened. Relax." Condola said, "Give me my baby." Lawrence said, "Calm down. I got him." Condolence said, "Give me the baby." Lawrence shouted, "Just calm down," and he bumped into the gift table, knocking the gifts over. So Dirk comes over and asks Lawrence to help him out with some boxes. Once they're away from everyone, Lawrence said, "Look, I'm tired of her shit. She trying to make me out to be a bad father in front of everybody. She always on some petty controlling shit. She act like no one else can take care of him." Dirk tell him, "Look, okay, I hear that and everything, but is that a reason for you to act out? Elijah can feel that negative energy. Tiffany and I had our issues, but we learned to be a team. This ain't what you want to do." Here's what. Motherhood is not exclusive to one type of woman. Married or single, all mamas can relate to Condola. This is why I can't get behind Kyra saying that Lawrence is an uncle. No, he's a father. Condolence is being dramatic. This is a situation where two things can be true at the same time. Condola vacation, and they need that. They need to both come together as a team to raise this baby. Looking at the parallels with Condola and Lawrence, man, it is what it is. Married or single, it's a woman's duty to be attentive to her baby. And this is how it looks. Married or women that's with their mate, they go through the same struggles. All except for their husband fucking random bitches, I hope. But there's plenty of wives that feel stuck with their baby. Women, we are nurturers. And it starts when you find out that little baby, that little embryo is planted inside of you. A mom sacrificed everything, both mind, body, material possessions, everything. Maternity, which soon turned into motherhood, is a spiritual thing. God chose you to bring forth that human. And with that being said, emotions are far different. The emotions that a mother have is far different than what a father has. Can a father love his child with everything in him? Of course he can. It's just a different connection than what a mom's is. Time has passed and Elijah is a little older. And Lawrence is ready to come get him overnight, like he said at the baptism. He texts Condola and he says, "I'll be there tomorrow to pick him up." And Condola is looking at that text with a ball full of nerves, but she says, "Okay, anyway." When Lawrence arrives, Elijah is fussy. And I wouldn't be surprised if Condola made him fussy. Not saying she did anything heinous or to hurt him, but Lawrence is excited, and Jai being fussy is not anything that's going to scare him off. He grabs Jai and he's trying to calm down his fuss. Condola reaches for the baby back, and Lawrence like, "Look, I got it." Condola said, "Just let me calm him." She grabs the baby back from him, and she just come out with it like, "Look, I don't think this is a good idea." Lawrence said, "Why are you tripping? Where we're staying is in walking distance. Why you act like I can't do this?" And Condola just said, "Look, I don't trust you." Lawrence said, "Stop acting like I'm a stranger. I'm his fucking father." "A father, you say?" "Well, you're hardly here. You don't check up on him. If you can't make it, I know at the last minute. What about when we need something? Tiffany had to take us to urgent care. Why is Tiffany so involved with this bitch?" That's what I want to know. Anyway, she continues. "What can you do? Not fly down on a Tuesday? It's not fair that you get to pop up and play good daddy after I done did everything." Lawrence said, "It's hard for me too." Condola said, "Is letting him have it." And he had the nerve to tell her, shut up. He tells her, you never gave me a chance. You never talked to me. You never gave me a chance. Condola feels like she did give Lawrence a chance, but he chose to move away. Lawrence feels like, look, I already had this job in motion. And Lawrence tells her, before you blew up my life, bitch, I know you fucking lying. Lawrence, you got life fucked up. That's not how this works. He goes on to say, you made a decision without me and now you're trying to use it against me. Although I do think that she's trying to use that baby against him. Let me tell you this. I don't know what the world is coming to these days when the lines are blurred about conception. Condom sex, birth control sex, pull-out game sex, morning after pill sex. If a man and a woman lie down and fuck, it's a chance that she may become pregnant. Roll the dice. Roll the dice. It's a roll of the dice. The only thing that these contraceptives does is they slim your chances of becoming pregnant. That's it. It slims it. It's not 100% effective. So this is what, if you do not at all want to become pregnant with this woman, you don't fuck her. The end. Today's society if the same like, oh, that's all they want to do is fuck without any consequences or responsibility. And per our society, the woman has the choice to abort the baby or not, but that does not make her the sole parent. With Condola, I understand her point. She's the primary parent. Lawrence, you're not in 100%. It's impossible when you live hours away. And that's not to say that Lawrence shouldn't have any say, but he has to acknowledge Condola's concerns and wants. You can't have the baby without the mother. And how does that look? Because everyone think, well, maybe that's sending a message that they want to be together. No. Long as that baby is in the land of the living, that's your forever friend. Y'all should be friends. Not everybody is friends, but that's your forever person that you're going to have to come in communication when dealing with this baby. So how does that look? That looks like Lawrence being attentive to her needs. You good? You need some rest? What can I do? Things of that sort. It's not about them being together. It's about having a healthy co-parent relationship that works for the both of them. And fuck this half in and half out bullshit. He's not going with you. Lawrence said, man, give me my son. Condola grips that baby so tight and she says, no. Lawrence said, look, I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my son. And in all fairness, Lawrence has a right to fight for his right to be a father, as he should. Dola's like, what? Get the fuck out of my house. Back to San Francisco, and the plane is experiencing violent turbulence. And it's a baby on board, and the baby is screaming, and this scares the fuck out of Lawrence. And when he gets home, he calls Condola and he apologizes. Lawrence tells her, look, this isn't working. What should we do? I'm telling you this right now. If Lawrence gives up on his paternity, I'm gonna fuck him up. Lawrence got his shit with him, but that doesn't rule him out as a father. It would be so Tyler Perry of them to write him off as a father. Proverbs chapter 17 verse 6 says, children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their fathers. With that being said, fathers, stand up, stand firm. You are valuable. And that's it for this episode. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.